if you watched our show very long, there was a couple major factors in the entire KAW deal. 2 movies. It was The Littles, which was Deliverance, and it was Pulp Fiction. So, I mean, if you went off of those, that was a lot of this creativity and it was a lot of the characters and the like Pulp Fiction was way ahead of its time when it came out.
Definitely.
And that's Deliverance was a classic when I watched it, but it was still relevant. It's still relevant today. You can go watch that movie now if you've never seen it. It's like, golly, that's wild. Same with Pulp Fiction.
It's an interval of Cheech and Chong.
It's like, I mean, it's just, those were 2 really big influences in our entire program, but not just the exact characters there, but the concept of how those movies worked and played, and like Weed being so creative in those characters being able to develop in so many different avenues and so many different ways that they could get over and do funny skits and be serious all at the same time, and you didn't know if they were going to be laughing or killing you. But I mean,
we did a promo once.
Especially when Motley was part of Weed.
Yeah, I mean, it was
really
great. Motley and T was a big influence on that. And another thing, if y'all remember correctly, we didn't really have heels and faces. We had characters, and it was weird in a way.
Well, look, Izzy was just fixing to mention a promo, and you mentioned the Pulp Fiction influence. I got a little promo here that obviously Pulp Fiction influence. Let's check this out.
Little! This might have been our last shot tonight. But you see, we've been contorting with Billy Bob Thornton. And you know what he has told us? He has told us he can see into the future. He can see into the past. And what he sees in the future is us whipping your ass.
You guys know where that came from?
Oh, he had a lot of those.
Let me explain where that came from at that time, man. And this is a shout out, and I hope somebody gives him a shout out while we're there at the reunion. But the Dream Machine, Troy Graham.
Oh yeah, and I saw a video with Troy. We had Troy at the show one night. Was awesome.
I was spending some time with Troy at that time, man.
Yeah.
And that was me kind of giving Troy a shout out. I said, check out this promo, man, because he was hanging out at the tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was me giving a shout out.
I can't remember.
Pardon me, please.
What was the tattoo guy's name that was at all of our shows?
Mr. Bill.
Yeah, Mr. Bill. That's right.
Yeah, Dave and Mr. Bill. Yeah.
He is still around?
He is.
You need to call him and invite him. I'd love to see him.
All right.
I know Dave still has a shop down there in Memphis. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, awesome. Man. Dave is the one that had the hearse, if you remember.
Oh, I remember.
Mr. Bill.
Yeah, I was hanging out with the Dream Machine at Dave's tattoo shop. And I said, I'm going to give you a shout out, Dream. Watch our promo. And that's where that came from. That whole rhyme and everything else, that was me giving a shout out to Dream Machine.